why is it always the person that you can't have that you want? Like, why does it gotta be you? I don't understand that. Like, why you? Out of all people, it has to be that one person that you literally know that you can't have. And it's like, I dream about you. I think about you. I want you. But I literally cannot have you. It just don't make sense. Like, why become obsessed with somebody you can't have? What's the reason? What's the point? And I catch myself doing it. I'm like, bro, I just want you. And I literally can't have you. And it'd be like making me wake up every day like, dang, that's the person I want, but I literally can't have you. It making me mad.
See, when you're an attractive man, bro, never let these women take you out the field. When you put the work into yourself, it will be so clear to you that majority of these women will just come into your life and be distractions to you. Majority of these women will come into your life and teach you what you're not going to tolerate, what you don't need to deal with. Because when you put the work into yourself, you clearly see your value. You see the blood, sweat, and tears that it took for you to reach this potential that you're at today. So when you just allow anybody to come into your life, all they're going to do is sabotage everything that you got going on. And there's a lot of men who downplay themselves because they think that settling is the best option. You must never settle for less as a man who sees your life on a whole different level. Because us as men, we never stop leveling up to the end of time. 30s, 40s, 50s. We never stop going up as long as you put the work into yourself. We can look handsome to the end of time, be in the casket looking handsome. But when you settle for less, when you don't realize your worth and you don't truly understand that king has always been inside you, all you're gonna do is get taken for granted. As a man who's truly blessed with the ability to make a change on this planet, you're gonna have a lot of people who won't know what it's like to be in your shoes. They won't know what it's like to maintain keeping a man like you, because you put in the work. You know how long it took for you to get this body that you wanted. You know how long it took for you to take care of your handsome face. You know how long it took for you to get your bag up. And you gotta realize, a lot of these people are not on the same timing as you. A lot of these people are lazy out here. They rather put you down. They rather downplay you instead of realizing that all it takes is for them to put in work in themselves. Majority of these women, they chase after the men that they can't have. Because you realize the value in yourself, you understand that you don't have to just tolerate anybody coming into your life and treating you any kind of way. It's just the harsh truth. It's like reverse psychology for these women. The more you chase after women, the more you chase after booty, it will be your downfall. Because truly, when you put in the work into yourself, you will see how these women spin back to you. You will see how quick they neck turn. You will see the stares. You will see the choosing signals when you put the work into yourself. And that's why I'm really trying to get in y'all head to realize that the value is in you. The man who has the gold makes the rules. When you go for the gold in your life, you're getting yourself together, you're getting your mental right, you're getting your body right, you're getting your bag up. Overall, you're just taking care of yourself to reach that life that you truly want. You make the rules in your life. You dictate what goes on in your kingdom. So nobody can ever come into your life and treat you any kind of way. And the crazy thing about it is majority of these modern women today will try to treat you like the rest of these average men that they deal with. It's just funny. You can laugh about it all day. These women, they will treat you like the men that they deal with on a daily basis. They will treat you like the rest of these guys who are willing to get down and kiss their toes. But you're not going for that. You focus on yourself. And this is when they will chase after you the most, because they will be thinking, what can I do to figure this man out? What can I do to gain control of this handsome man? See, when these women see you, your aura is like a shining light. You are different from the rest. You don't realize the blessing in yourself to be a handsome man. Because majority of these dudes, they weren't blessed with your looks. They weren't blessed with the ability to get the body that you have. They weren't blessed with the intelligence that you have to do anything you put your mind to. They weren't blessed with that. And if you don't realize that you're truly blessed, you're gonna fall behind with the rest of these dudes. Us as men, we have so much we can do on this planet. We have so many things that we can accomplish. There's so many things that you don't even know that you're good at, that you haven't even experienced yet. But when you settle, when you give up your most valuable thing to these women, which is your time, your energy, and your attention, this is when they're gonna start playing games with you. They're gonna take this for granted every time, because they don't know what it's like to have a good man like you in their life. This is why us good men can't just give up our commitment to these people who don't deserve it. You can't just give a ring to these women that don't deserve it. You can't just give a child to these women that don't deserve it. You can't just waste your time on these women or people that don't deserve it. I'm really trying to drill this in your head. You have no time to be wasting out here. Only you see your dreams and visions. Since a child, you knew what you wanted to do. But when we go throughout life, we get distracted by people, because life is going to throw us obstacles to see if we get knocked off our pivot, to see if we are truly worthy of that life that we say that we want. And majority of these people, they're not going to be long in your life when you're along on that journey, because you're going to greater places. You got better things to do. You got better things to be putting your time into. See, I had a woman, right? She was texting me. I said, okay, instead of wasting time, let's make something happen. But you know how girls be, just want to play around. They be pump faking. I ghosted her. Still to this day, she hitting me up, talking about some hi daddy, hi this and that. No, I gave you the chance. If you don't realize that you're dealing with the blessing, if you don't realize that you're dealing with the king, you just trying to play games, you just trying to waste time, then I'm moving on to the next. Us as handsome men, we always going up in life. We can always get the next best option because we are naturally attractive. The more you take care of yourself. And that's why I tell y'all not to waste your time with these average women. When you're not in the spot that you want to be in, you're going to settle for anything. You're going to settle for these women that just come into your life and distract you. You're going to settle for these women that just come into your life and not benefit you. It's not toxic or none of that. When you see your life on a whole different level, you decide what you want in your life. I made a video about this the other day about the plumber dude. He had boundaries, he had standards like the rest of you men should have. And you stand on that. You stand on who you are as a man. See, majority of these women nowadays tricking off on these dudes, doing these dudes all kinds of way, having these dudes pay for their OS because these men aren't allowing it. Us as men since the beginning of time, we were barbarians, kings, had 9 wives. We traveled the seas. We went after what we wanted. We climbed Mount Everest. All these things that we accomplished as men. And today, these soft beta dudes are just giving it up because of some box. These men, they're controlled by peace leave out here. You cannot be thinking with your digging stick because that's going to be your downfall. These women, they're going to be chasing after you when you see the value in yourself. When you hold yourself to a higher standard. When you make yourself the priority in your life. Watch how your life changes for the better. Watch how these women do anything to cater to you. These women, they're going to do anything to fall in line with you when you're a man who realizes you're a king. Why do you think these women have no problem going for the man who's getting all the women? Because clearly they see that this is a man who has value. Women, they go after the man who feels like just by being with him, bosses their life up. If a woman comes into your life, more than likely her confidence is going to skyrocket dealing with a king like you. Because the rest of these men that they deal with, they willing to give them cash apps. They willing to take them all to dates. But for the betas, they make the rules. For the men that they're attracted to, they're going to do anything to get him. Watch how these women be hungry. Watch how these women be so ready to do double monkey backflips on your digging stick when they see the value in you, when they're truly attracted to you. There's no one form of being attracted. Anybody has the unique ability to maximize their attractiveness. All you got to do is realize that the potential has always been in you. You are the gatekeeper to your success. So whatever you decide in your life, that's what goes. But when you decide to settle for less, when you decide to procrastinate on your goals, watch how your life goes, bro. Watch how you get treated out here. I'm glad to be handsome. I'm grateful to be handsome. Because no shade to these average dudes out here. No shade to these ugly dudes out here. But the way that people get treated, when you don't get looked at as attractive, when you don't put the value into yourself, man, I don't even know how I'll be able to do it. I hold myself to a king standard. Nobody's finna come into my life and treat me any kind of way. And that's just how you gotta be. Who cares if people look at you as the villain for having standards in your life, for not tolerating any of the games that people try to bring in your life? You can't let these people be your downfall because you try to put your trust in them. You try to put your trust in these 304s, and these stragglers did you wrong. All of us men have went through it once. Fool me once, shame on me. But you will never fool me again. When I realize the value of myself, when I realize that I don't have to go for your games, when I realize that I don't have to tolerate these people just wasting my time. All the potential is inside you, and you really gotta realize that. You really gotta realize what you were put on this planet to do. Every man has a legacy that he must leave behind. None of these stragglers gonna be nothing to you when you put in the work to reach that life that you always knew that you were capable of. Watch how fast they start running, front flipping over all these hurdles to please a man like you. That's the best leverage that you have as a man. Every man has a legacy that he must leave behind on this planet. Something that people gotta remember you for. You can't just be like one of these hating NPCs just on the internet. When you winning in life, you will always have people that will talk about you whether you do good or bad. But why not do good for yourself? No matter what nobody says. No matter what woman tries to come into your life and treat you any kind of way. Majority of these women, they the same anyways. All they do is go to work, come home, get on TikTok. They stinking. And so they think that they can come into your life and treat you any kind of way? Bro, trust me, bro. I find more satisfaction getting in the gym, getting my bag up, taking care of myself, than wasting my time dealing with a woman that's not going to do anything for me. That's not doing anything for me but wasting my time. That's the way you gotta hold yourself as a man. Realize the value in yourself and truly understand that you were put on this planet to achieve greatness. RBO for life.